Okay, we would like to learn software process now. So actually what is a process here? A process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to complete the task. Process in the sense it is a series of actions to complete a given job is called a process. Software process in the sense to finish a software project, okay, the steps to complete that software project is called a software process here. In this software process, we are going to discuss about a framework. Okay, we are going to discuss about a framework. What is a framework here? So framework in the sense it is a basic building blocks to complete or to make up an application. What it is? It is a basic building block to complete a project work. Both are process and framework. See here, a process framework. Process is a step by step work action. So framework is a collection of building blocks to work out step by step is called a framework. Clear? A process framework establishes the foundations for a complete software process. Okay. So here we are going to do or perform the complete software process by doing or by performing a process framework. All right. Next, each framework activity is composed of software engineering actions. What does this framework has? This framework has some activities. This framework has some works, some jobs or functions, activities. So this framework activities is composed of software engineering actions. Each and every framework activity has some actions which are related to a software engineering. Clear? And each software engineering action encompasses a set of work tasks. What the software engineering has? The software engineering action has a set of works, set of work tasks, which is to be done to finish off the project work in each and every step. Clear? Right? And coming to the third point, it also encompasses a set of umbrella activities that are applicable across the entire software process. Whatever the total software process, we are going to apply some umbrella activities while doing, okay, while working on some software, we have some umbrella activities also, okay, to check out while working with a software. Okay, so here we have discussed 3 points. These 3 points are related to a software process. How to perform a actions step by step to complete a job or to complete a project. Okay, those are those each and every activity can be developed by using a framework. This framework is a building block or activity, okay, which is used to get smoothness in a work, to finish off the work. That is called framework. And coming to the some smaller diagram representation here. The first one is a software process. Software process in the sense it is a process to develop a software project. Clear? It is a process, step-by-step process to develop a software project. What it has in that? It has a process framework. Within the software process, we have process framework. What is the job of this process framework? Okay, it will collect the all the things, or it will gather the requirements whichever needed for a completion of the software. Okay, this process framework has collection of the all the things, all the what supported products. Okay, it's a collection of supported products to prepare the software, that is called process framework. And this process framework has umbrella activities. Umbrella activities in the sense, okay, umbrella will be made with number of pins with layers. Some layers are there now. So like that, here to complete a job or to finish a project, in that project there is a number of activities. There is a number of jobs in a particular project. Each and every jobs has multiple activities, multiple tasks in each and every job. So those are the collection of activities. Clear? If suppose if we'll take frame 1, activities 1. So in that activities 1 sheet we have task sets. So what are the tasks we are going to perform in a project? Those are work tasks. Okay, second one is work products. Third one is quality assurance points. And fourth one is project milestones. So these are the tasks. Suppose if we have one function, what is the work of that function? How, whether it will go working properly according to a job or not, and after that, is it qualitative one or not? I mean, it imposes the quality or not, okay, in that particular step. And also any other milestones are there to cross or to finish this particular task. So like that, each and every framework has, okay, different or collection of task sets. Okay, this is a framework here. I want to give one more example for the framework. Okay, assume if, okay, if we want to prepare food, or if we want to make food, okay, for the 3 members or 4 members. So for making that food, all the things are available, or available in kitchen or not. So what is our task? What is our job here? What we have to do here? We have to prepare a food. Okay, food in the sense it may have rice and it may have some curry, or it may have some other sambar and something, some different dishes. Okay, where if we want to prepare a food for 2 members or 3 members, now we are going to prepare not only single dish, multiple number of dishes. In the dishes, okay, so for preparing of this all the dishes, our main task is preparing food is a overall job. Okay, that is a soft, I mean, whatever the task which is given to us. So how to prepare that one? Okay, how to prepare that one means, so to prepare that one, we need to go for a quantity measurements, and we need to go for some other ingredients, whether the all the ingredients are available to cook these number of items. First we need to identify the items whichever we are going to prepare. Okay, so items, after finding the items, so each and every item has multiple number of ingredients. It's a collection of multiple number of ingredients, whether all the ingredients are available in our kitchen or not. Okay, now, including the ingredients, whether do we need a refrigerator to prepare what particular items or not. Suppose in our menu there is a dish called palak paneer. Okay, so for getting paneer, for what for saving paneer, we need a refrigerator. isn't it? So there is a need of refrigerator for some storing the paneer pieces. Is it clear? So that kitchen has refrigerator or not? If refrigerator is there, there is a work for that refrigerator or not? Or otherwise there is a need of a oven or not, or mixie and grinder, everything we are check out. Before going to prepare the food, what we have to do? We have to check each and every item which supports to cook, which support to get ready a food. Before going to start the cooking, what we are going to check? Whether the all the ingredients and supporting electronic devices are available into our kitchen or not. If not, okay, if not, before going to start cooking, first of all you need to get all those things. If your mixie is not working, so you need to buy a new mixie. Otherwise you will use a older method. Okay, so like that different things are there. Before going to prepare a food, you have multiple number of jobs or multiple number of tasks you have. Okay, if you arrange all these things ready, then preparation of food is very easy. Just you are going to following step by step. And for cooking of your rice, first to do this one, next to do this one, or next to do this one, like that you will follow the steps. For preparing a palak paneer, first to take what palak and paneer, like that steps, if you will follow the methods, it is very little easy process. When this total each and every activity will get easy, each and every recipe will get easy after gathering all the ingredients, okay, which supports to cook that particular item, isn't it? So like that, here the framework is called, what is the framework? Framework is called a collection of all the ingredients or all the electronic gadgets, so and everything. Before going to cook, okay, we need to get all these items into the kitchen. Okay, so like that, here also, before going to start a development of a project, first of all you should gather the required things to develop that particular project. What are the requirements to develop that project? You will keep with you. First analysis, and after that you will get from that all the items. You purchase the laptops or something whatever you have needed to work out all those things, you should purchase or you take borrow something, whatever you can do, but you will keep at one place. Okay, that place is called a framework. So by using that framework, then you will get ready easily. I mean, after that you can make your project, or you can start your project, then it will work smoothly. Working of that one is smoothly. Like after getting all these things into the kitchen, if you are going to prepare one, what is the one module one, which means module one in the sense recipe one, module two in the sense recipe two. So module one, what you have needed, okay, what is the requirement of a customer, okay, like that you are going to prepare module one. Suppose module one in the sense it's a rice means it's a normal rice or color rice or tomato rice, what is the requirement of a what foodie or which is the eatable person. So accordingly you should prepare the module one. And going to the module two, what is the module two here? Suppose you are going to prepare a curry, so module 3 you are going to prepare a rotis, like that. So food preparation in the sense it has different modules, different items, different recipes. After completion of each and everything, okay, you will keep all those things in a one place and in dining table. Okay, so after preparing all those things, you are going to ask whether the taste these things, whether those are all good or not, like that. Here also, first of all, you should gather everything which is going to support okay, to develop a project. That gathering of things and keep at a one place is called a framework. So by using those things, okay, we are going to develop our project step by step later. Okay, after developing each and every, after developing, I mean, after implementing the coding also, we are going to show that project to a customer, whoever ordered to us. Whether, I mean, whether it is working properly or not according to your wishes. So if he said okay, then we are handovering the project to him. Okay. Yes. Otherwise, if he tell any minor changes in that project, we will ask 1 or 2 days time. Then we'll work on that. And once again, according to his okay requirement, once again we'll prepare and hand over to him. Which means, if any person who is tasted our food, suppose he said the salt is less or the sugar is less in your dishes, like that he said, for some ingredients means for some recipes we may add salt additionally. So, and after adding salt also, once again we asked him to taste it. Okay, so this is the process. Just a process in the sense what it is. To finishing of cooking we are doing step by step work. Okay, to finish off dinner, sorry, to finish off some what food, when to cook or not cook, to get ready a food. So we are going to do some processes works, step by step process. So here also a software process in the sense it's a step by step process to get or to develop a complete project, isn't it? So this is a architecture of software project. And after this, so what are the activities? What are the activities this framework has? This process framework has some only 5 activities. Those are, the first one is communication. All of you look at the screen. Communication. Second one is the planning, modeling, construction, and deployment. First one is communication. Communication is in the sense, while communicating with the customer only, we will get the requirement of the customer. We need to talk with him. We need to communicate with him for getting the requirements, whatever, which project he needs. So that is the communication. Next one, planning. So what he needs according to his customer needs, how we are going to develop a project, how many number of days it will take, and how much budget this project is needing. So like that. So second activity of a framework is planning. Okay, planning includes everything. After getting the requirements of a customer, we should plan to work on that. That is called planning. And modeling. Okay, after planning everything, first we should develop a model. So based on that model only, model in the sense it's a design. Before going to coding part, first we should perform a designing activity. The designing activity is called the model. So that model must have the each and every requirement of a customer, and also some quality, quality attributes too, by including quality attributes too. Okay, that is a modeling. And also security things, everything will be developed at the stage of modeling itself. We are going to add security features, we are going to add quality features, so we are going to add everything. Okay, every function, every activity, that all these things will be developed in modeling stage. That modeling stage is a designing stage. Okay, designing in the sense we may use any kind of paper or something. It's a blueprint. Before going to construct a house, you have a model design, or you have a blueprint on some paper. Okay, like that here also project designing in the sense, if you draw whatever the project outcome by using some designing techniques in a paper, that is called a modeling. Clear? Next one, construction. Construction in the sense after the modeling, after the designing phase, we are going for a construction in the sense coding, implementation, starting of the coding to get ready, that is called a construction. Okay, and last one is deployment in the sense, so now we are going to deliver the project to a customer. What we are going to do after completion of a software, okay, project, then we are going to deliver the customer who have given the feedback, I mean who have given the handover as the project, and also after showing him, we are going to take the feedback itself. These are the activities from starting to ending of a software development. Okay. And next here we are having the last part in this process framework, that is umbrella activities. Already this umbrella activities point is discussed in first slide. So what are the umbrellas activities here? It is software project tracking and controlling. While developing a software project, first we have to track. Okay, first we have to, I mean, check whether this project is okay going or smoothly or not. Okay, according to the given time, okay, they are working on it or not. So checking, okay, checking each and everything, software project tracking, where it is exactly, and controlling of that one. Okay, so that is called a first activity. Coming to the second activity is risk management. What is the second activity here? Risk management. First of all, we will assess the risks, whatever the risks we may get, okay, while developing this project. So we must assess them and try to overcome them before going to develop completely. If anywhere we'll get any kind of problems or risks, okay, better we will prevent that one. We will take the preventary actions. Clear? And same, this one is adapted for cooking. Previous, our, what is our previous example? Cooking. Okay, so what are the active umbrella activities means? First one, what is the first one here? Software project tracking and controlling, which means, okay, while preparing a food, okay, is it going in smooth manner or not? Okay, how many number of dishes are finished till now? Okay, is it will be finished by 7 o'clock or not? Like that, we are going to follow up each and everything. That is called software project tracking and controlling. And coming to the second one, risk management. Whether the risk is came while cooking a food, suppose gas is going to get complete. Okay, while working on that, gas is going to complete that. So whether before going to get such kind of risk in future, you may book another cylinder. Okay, before itself, you may book another cylinder. If anything such kind of activities, it may happen sudden or during the cooking. So how to handle that such kind of things while cooking? So that is called a risk management. If any risk will occur while doing a work, how you are going to handle, how you are going to manage that risk in a project or in a uh, in a in a project. That's it. And next, third one is software quality assurance. Okay, while developing a project, okay, so we should include some qualitative things, qualitative measurements, okay, to get good project. So like that, while cooking also, we are going to follow some qualitative measurements, isn't it? So we are going to add some qualitative activities to a software. Like that, here we are going to use some qualitative products to add to our food. Okay, same. Next, formal technical reviews. after finishing of something, okay, after finishing of one task work and checking of that function job, whether it is working properly or not based on a user requirement or not. Okay, after checking that first function only, you will go and develop the second function of the project. Okay, the checking of first function is called a formal technical review. How much the work is finished, and that finished work is working based upon the customer requirements or not. We are going to check that one. Okay, so that is called technical review, which means in dishes, after completion of first dish, we are going to taste it, and we will tell them to okay, go for cooking of second item, like that. Next, measurement. Next one is, fifth one is measurement. Measurement in the sense measuring of a process, project, okay, and whether it is, which means it is based upon the it is finishing of the user requirement or not. Okay, if suppose the user has thousands customer, so this project will handle the 1,000 customers at a time or not. Okay, if 2,000 customers are added also, it will be supported to do them or not. So that's why measurement is also a important one. Okay, which means if you want to cook for food for 2 members, means you must cook for 2 members. Okay, you no need to cook for 5 members or only 1 member. Okay, don't take the chances to cook over or to cook less. So compulsory we must follow some measurements here also, like that. And software configuration management, next one is software configuration management. So it will management the changes, if any changes will occur while working on the project. Okay, so so the total project would not affect for the changes, that is configuration management. Now I'm working on a suppose one configured phone, suppose I may move to another phone to work with my task. Okay, is it supportable or not, like that we need to check that. That's why software configuration management. So suppose in company I'm using some high end configuration systems to work on, but at my home there is a less configuration systems are there, but then also I need to finish off my work in home itself, such kind of states. So that projects or the works, okay, will be support in our systems or not, like that we are going to check that one. Next, reusability management. Reusability management means, so a code reusability or some user interfaces reusability. While doing the work, any reusability chances are there for data or some code, etc. So whether those are there or not, we are going to check that one. Okay, reusable, better we are going to establish a reusable components. Some components are worked for multiple tasks, some components are only support for only one tasks. So better we'll go for multiple tasks components. We should include, while developing a project, we should include reusable components itself. And the last one is work product preparation production, which means after completion after while doing this work, you should better to prepare a documentation. Okay, documentation is very important thing to get ready the documentation while working on this one. So what is the amount, what are the requirements of a customer, and what are the needs, what are the gadgets we need to fulfill this customer needs, and also if anything is there, how to develop, how to design, everything you should prepare a documentation. You should maintain logs or sheets, whatever is there. So that is called work product and preparation. While working on something, you should prepare some activity sheet, daily sheets. Clear? And final note is umbrella activities are applied throughout the software process. While doing a software process, while working on a software, you should we should apply the umbrella activities. Okay, all process models can be characterized within process framework only. All process models, whatever the models we have developed, those can be characterized within process framework only. Okay, this is about our software process. Thank you.